us, or are you one of them?
She picked her side.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Murder's murder. Don't matter who you are.
I will fear no evil.
Director Deon Taylor is best known for his B-movie thrillers like Traffic or The Intruder starring Dennis Quaid, and with his new film, Black and Blue, it's his most ambitious thriller yet. And he joins me right now. Deon!
Jeff, how you doing, man?
Are you coming to visit us soon?
Vegas! Yeah, man, I love Vegas, man. I haven't been out there in a while, but I'm definitely coming out there. Probably in 2 months I'll be out there.
Hey, Deon, right off the bat here, I have to tell you, I love Traffic, I love The Intruder. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. The Intruder was a ride, man. that Dennis Quaid was crazy in that film, man.
I'm going to start right away with this interview saying, you know, your movies have been described as B movies, but there's no shame attached to being a B movie. I love B movies.
Yeah, you know what? I do too, man. Well, it's all according to, you know, what you're trying to do for the audience. And for me, you know, Intruder was one of those movies that I wanted to have as a throwback. I wanted it to be a B movie. I wanted it to be a movie where people from the early 80s and 90s were like, oh man, I remember these types of films. And we were able to accomplish that and accomplish it in a big way for that movie to open #2 in the world. Only next to Avengers Endgame was a pretty significant thing.
Now, for your new film, Black and Blue, you describe it as art with a message. It's very topical, very current event. It's also training day with a purpose.
Yeah, well, it's an important movie, man. And obviously, we went into this film when I originally got the script. I was like, man, this is an important movie to make. Understood what it was. And we wanted to make sure we wrapped an incredible thriller, action thriller around the message, which we did really, really well. And then when we landed Naomi Harris, who was just nominated for an Oscar for Moonlight, and I was able to pull Tyrese out of the Fast series to come do this film, we knew we had something really, really special. What we didn't know was that this movie would drop at a time like right now where the entire world is polarized with what's going on with police officers and community. And it's an important movie, man, and it's such a fun movie to watch. But at the end of the day, in that movie, you're going to get an incredible message, which is be the change. The Naomi Harris character plays a rookie police officer who basically sees something that she should not see on her body camera. And instead of conforming to the police side of things, she says, no, this is murder's murder. I don't care who you are. We're going to go turn this in. And she goes on the run. And then she tries to go to the community, and the community's like, get out of here. We don't deal with you either. And it's at that very moment where she says to herself, this is crazy. Like, there's a line between community and policing. And she basically wants to blur the lines between black and blue. And that message is so important right now. And in between her blurring that lines, she is kicking butt. I mean, she is taking names, man. And I love it because she's vulnerable. I definitely believe that Naomi Harris will be nominated for an Academy Award for this movie. She's brilliant in it. And the movie is an audience film. So it's a movie where you go, you love it, you cheer, you scream, and then at the end you go, man, that was pretty powerful. There's a scene in the movie between Naomi Harris and Tyrese in a gas station, which is so powerful, man, and so moving. You could actually hear a pin drop in the theater. And I'm just excited. I'm excited for Vegas to go see it. I understand Vegas. I've been there a bunch of times. And, you know, it seems like this issue of black and blue, community and police, is everywhere around the world. And this message is a universal message, which is you cannot change the person next to you, but you can change yourself. And right now what we're promoting is peace and be the change. And we're doing it through the lens of Naomi Harris and Black and Blue.
Now, as the director, did you put your cast through any kind of special training or ride-alongs to have the perspective of the police officers? Yeah,
well, because we shot the movie in New Orleans, we had to actually go and visit probably half of the police headquarters out there. We learned all about the corruption that was in the city pre-Katrina, post-Katrina. Naomi had to do a bunch of vigorous police training to learn what she was doing. And you know, obviously she was coming from the James Bond franchise, so handling weapons and guns and that nature she knew, but learning how to patrol, learning what a police officer is supposed to do were things that we had to learn before we shot the film and go on a few ride-alongs. And I can't tell you, man, how excited I am and how proud I am of the film. Visually, it's stunning. Dante has put the camera work together, and I mean, you have some of the greatest artwork in New Orleans from B. Mike, who's one of the biggest artists in the world. His murals are all displayed throughout the film. Naomi Harris is incredible. Frank Grillo is brilliant. Nafessa Williams. I mean, it is a fun movie, man, and I'm excited for you to see it. Yeah.
Now, I've interviewed Tyrese a bunch of times, and I can't think of a cooler guy out there.
No, man, Tyrese is great, and I've been saying this all morning. What's interesting, and people forget this, Tyrese comes from the fraternity of John Singleton. And John put his hands on some of the most captivating stars of our time right now. So you're talking about Regina King, you're talking about Cuba Gooding Jr., you know, you're talking about stars. And Tyrese was handpicked. And because he has been in these giant franchises, obviously we've lost him on the screen in terms of like thespian acting performances. But this movie, man, this is like, I believe this is Tyrese's best work to date. He's incredible in the movie. It's not about him fighting. It's not about him shooting guns. It's about what he's doing here and what he's representing, which is, you know, the culture. And he is brilliant in the movie, man. So I'm applauding him, and I'm validating everybody, telling them, yo, you guys got to go check this movie out because it is big time.
Well, Deon, Tyler Perry carved out a name for himself with comedies, and now with you, when I see your name on the title of a film, I know what to expect, some really cool thrillers.
Yes, man, and you got to remember, like, I'm jumping genres too, man, so from comedy to dramas to horrors to, when I wake up, if I feel that way, man, I'm going to give it everything I have, and I'm going to make that picture, and I appreciate you saying that, man. And this movie right here is probably my best work to date.
Well, Deon, congratulations on Black and Blue. And when you're done promoting it and it makes a boatload of money, come out to Las Vegas. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, I will, man. Make sure you tell your viewers we need them to go support this one. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Black and Blue is in theaters now, and for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.